Hello, my loves. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm really excited to do this reading for you. So my intention, well, what I was thinking was that I wanted to do a pick a card reading. I had done a little poll on Instagram to see if you guys wanted angel messages or to know what's in your blind spot. And what's coming through from Spirit today is to just do a general reading about the blind spot. So it's not going to be a pick a card. It's literally just whenever you find this reading is the perfect time for you to receive your messages. We're going to be taking a look at what's in your blind spot, meaning what old pattern that perhaps you're not aware of, subconscious beliefs, whatever, is holding you back. And my intention with this reading is to help bring it into your conscious awareness, bring it to the forefront so you can take a look at it, because we can't see what we don't heal. So once we become aware of how we've been holding ourselves back, then we have the opportunity to step into our power and heal that and transform it, so that it's no longer a block, right? The inner alchemy. So that's what we're going to be doing in this reading. And before we get started, for those of you who are new, welcome. So happy to have you here in this healing space. My name is Hannah, and I'm here to help you step into your power and really free yourself from any limitations, really help you be your true authentic self, align with who you are on a soul level, so that you can have perfect self-expression and really create a beautiful, wonderful, amazing life for yourself on your own terms. All right, so that's what I do. If you're interested in looking into all the different ways you can connect or work with me, if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be linked in the description box below. And if you're watching on Instagram, it'll be in the link in my bio. So we have the Patreon group, podcast, YouTube channel, one-on-one coaching, email coaching, self-study courses. My Etsy shop is there. I just opened up some breakthrough sessions. So if you are looking for a one-time healing and clearing session where we'll also do a reading, there's a whole page dedicated to explaining the work we do. So that's linked below too. Okay, my loves? And before we get started, let's just let's calm our nervous system. Let's get into the receptive mode to really receive what messages most need to come through from our higher selves, from our souls, from your guides, from spirit. Okay, so I invite you to just close your eyes. Ignore any of the noise, guys. Sorry about that. It's out of my control at the moment. Just place your hands over your heart, close your eyes, and just take a couple nice, deep, healing, cleansing breaths in, holding at the top, and then sighing, exhaling the breath out. And just notice how with one breath you feel the stress beginning to melt away off your shoulders, how you feel a lot more grounded and centered just with a couple healing breaths, okay? As you continue to breathe a little bit more here. And if there is a certain situation that is weighing heavily on your heart, whatever was the driving force to have you click on this video, whether you're just open to see what Spirit has for you, or if there's a specific situation in which you are seeking guidance, I invite you to set the intention that you're going to receive whatever messages you need to receive regarding that. And we just invite our team of light in, we invite the angels, we invite the goddesses, we invite in any ancestors who are here to lead and guide us, we invite in any of our guides who want to come through, mine and yours, viewer, and we just bless this space. We ask for messages of the highest vibration of love and light to help us along our journey, and we ask that the space be protected, and we ask for the intuition and the wisdom to discern these messages and see how they best apply to our lives. And then I ask for healing for each and every viewer in whatever way they need it. All right, so that's my intention for you. Hopefully you feel nice and relaxed. You can continue your breathing while I shuffle. Okay. The energies, guys, right now, the planetary energies, and I'm not an astrologer by any means, but there's a lot going on astrologically, and I'm sure you can feel it, right? My intention was to do this reading, or a reading for you guys last week, and I was just going through my own transitions, really honoring what was coming up for me to heal and release and transmute to in the inner alchemy. And okay, so my intention as I'm pulling this, guys, is what's in the blind spot, and then we'll pull spiritual guidance after, okay? Just so you know what I'm doing. But anyway, these energies, whatever's coming up, don't be afraid of it. It's coming up for you to heal it, for you to take a look at it. And so if you're watching this real time, that is definitely part of my intention with this reading, is to help you just gain clarity around what's ready to shift for you. But use it, guys, use it. Whenever it feels uncomfortable, just remember it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. And we are the alchemists of our lives. We get to choose. We are the creators of our lives, for better or for worse. And part of this healing journey is to really take radical responsibility for where we've been and what we've been holding subconsciously, and understand that that's what's been creating everything that's showing up in our lives. And know that as we do the healing work, as we transmute these energies with love, with higher vibrations, we then are planting seeds to reap a better harvest moving forward, right? So know that as you do all things with love, as you set your intentions, as you cultivate your faith, as you nourish yourself on all levels, mind, body, and spirit, you are making sure that your seeds, your intentions are planted in fertile soil. And your faith, your continued faith and trust and self-trust, trusting life, trusting God, trusting the universe, trusting this process is what enables you to really see this through, and not just plant seeds and then dig them up because you don't trust, or abandon them, right? Like, you have the capability to do this, to manifest something new, and your faith is such a key part of that. And so that's definitely part of how I want to support you through this reading. The airplanes, guys. Okay. So it's interesting what came through. So I'm saying, it said blind spot. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to do what's in your blind spot. And then I was going to pull some cards to see what's the advice moving forward. So what's interesting, guys, is I'm not even seeing any blockages. Let me show you the cards and I'll tell you what's coming up for me. So 33, door to romance. 17, action, breaks down to an 8, right? Queen of water. And then Ace of water. Guys, I don't see any blockages. So for those of you who are tuning in, you've really been doing the work. What I'm getting is that this is more so blessings that you don't see coming, right? For many of you, I feel like you may be in the thick of it. You're in your cocoon. You've been doing the healing, and you're just kind of been surrendering to spirit. You're like, I don't know when or how this is going to happen, but I trust that it is. Just like we were talking about planting your seeds in fertile soil, like, you've been doing your part to nurture this, and you may not have seen growth yet. Maybe you've seen kind of like birds before land, but you haven't seen it yet. And so Spirit's telling you what's coming in is so good for you. For those of you where this might be a block, is perhaps in your blind spot, Spirit's asking you to open up your heart more. Open up your heart and allow Spirit to lead the way. See how there's 2 horses here, and there's the white horse and the black horse. I always look at the white horse in this card as being Spirit. And see how he's just like charging ahead, like leaps and bounds. So what I'm getting is that for many of you, like, doors are going to start opening, things are going to happen quickly, and you weren't expecting it. And it's going to be something that makes you feel so happy, right? We have water here, we have the hearts here. So for some of you, it definitely could be love. Perhaps some of you are looking to call in your partner, like who you're supposed to be with in this lifetime. For others of you, it's just maybe like creating just this beautiful new life that you absolutely love. You know, that's exactly how I phrase it every time I explain what I'm here to do. So for some of you, it's just like this newness that just makes your heart sing for joy. Like, you just feel so happy about it. See how the sun here, I'm being called to point out how the sun is breaking through the clouds. Like, it looks kind of foggy, and it's funny because I'm here, it's like been very gray lately, but see how the sun's breaking through? Like, something's changing, something big is changing. Queen of Water, it says here, tender-hearted, empathic, patient, and loving. It says relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. She's illuminated. Again, surrounded by darkness, and there she is, illuminated. You have turned on your light. Okay, Ace of Water. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. Guys, this is just new written all over it. And it's things that you really deeply desire. Obviously, for some of you, this may be a new home. This could be a new career. It could be a new love. It could be, right, like new relationships. It could be doors that previously were closed that you deeply desired to have open are now, it's coming around a second time. You're ready. You've done the work. You've done the nurturing, right? It says here, caring for yourself and others, trusting your intuition. You've done the inner work, and so because of that, you're having this brand new offer from the universe, this door opening that had previously been closed. It says resurgence of a relationship, right? This could be any area of your life. Use your intuition, see how this applies. I love that your blind spot, I love that this reading wasn't even about you holding yourself back, guys. It's about all the blessings that are on their way to you. Like, you don't see it. I feel like you've been in the dark. There's a couple cards here where, you know, you're in the dark, but the light's coming through. Many of you, you're realizing you are the light, right? I just did a post the other day on Instagram saying how, like, so often we give our power away. The ego will want to keep us trapped thinking that, oh, we always have to constantly be waiting for something outside of us to save ourselves, waiting for conditions to be perfect, waiting to feel safe to make the changes. And the thing you need to realize is that you are the miracle, like, meaning you have everything you need within you. Like, there's not anything outside of you to attract. It's all within you, waiting for you to consciously choose with your free will to become it. And then it does show up in your outer reality. Whoever's tuning into this, viewer, you've been doing the inner alchemy, you've been doing the work, and Spirit's just like, you have no idea what's coming towards you. Guys, I'm gonna pull one more deck. Hang on. I have my goddess guidance right here. And I want to pull from this, see what goddess wants to come through, guys. So with angels and goddesses, the way I view this is that these are higher aspects of yourself that are available for you to tap into. Not higher meaning that you're lowly or anything. No, meaning that you contain it all. We have endless support available to us. And again, you're the miracle. It's within you, right? So we're just seeing what goddess aspect of you wants to be expressed, what's here to help you navigate through this. I feel like for some of you, it's like a case of don't quit 5 minutes before your miracle. Don't get down. If you have not seen results, don't get down. Do not give up. You are further along than you realize. And understand that in spiritual truth, it's already done. God's spirit, the spiritual realm, does not operate off time. That is a man-made construct. That is actually when you are very attached to time and linear plans, is actually keeps you really stuck in the matrix. So one of the ways, if you're looking to flow more with spirit, flow in the higher realms, is loosen your grip on time and the concept of time. I'm getting what's coming through is don't even put time limits on it. Don't even say, oh, I'm going to achieve or receive this by X amount of time, because don't tie God's hands, basically, right? Like, it can happen so suddenly. It can happen so quickly. You can collapse time. Remember I said that I was getting like a quantum leap or something coming with this. And don't even be attached to that either. Just say, you know, it's happening now. Affirm it's happening now. It's done. It's already done. It's only a short amount of time before I see it in the physical. Understanding that in spiritual truth, it's already done. It's already happened. It was given before you even asked, right? When you ask with your human self, right? When you use your free will to ask, it then gives it permission to show up in your outer human 3D reality, but it was always yours, right? It's more like you coming into agreement with the plan Spirit has for you. And once you do that, there's nothing that can stop you. Once you do that, there's like the laws of how do I want to say this? So I was explaining how like time is one of the constructs that keeps you bound to the physical realm. So once you come into agreement and alignment with Spirit, find yourself to be more free. You are less and less bound by the constructs and the limitations of physicality. So things will speed up. And at the same time, when you can flow with that, knowing and being sure of that, you really open up to miracles, and you loosen your attachment to the time and needing the physical proof, because you're on that higher plane. You're seeing things from a higher level. You're flowing with spirit. You're understanding the magnitude of who you are. You're opening up to this divine love. You are letting your heart lead the way. Because being in alignment with your truth and your purpose and your true authentic self will open so many doors to you. So often we wait, we don't want to take that leap of faith. We don't want to give ourselves permission to go there or do the thing we need to do because it doesn't look safe to do it on the outside. But there's no perfect time. Well, there is. The perfect time is always now. That's really all you ever have, is right now. And when you take that leap of faith, even when things don't look like they're ideal in the outer, when you don't feel ready or you feel like I don't have the resources, all right, I don't have a guarantee of safety, when you follow your heart, you open up all these invisible doorways that were always there. Whoever's watching this, you have really surrendered, and you are about to be greatly rewarded for your faith and your patience. And whatever you were called to leave behind, Spirit replaces it infinitely. For some of you, if this was a job, if this was a job or a relationship, anything, whatever it was that you were called to leave behind and you didn't feel ready to, you chose to take that leap, knowing and trusting, having faith, hoping that Spirit would catch you. Anything that appears to be lost in the physical, Spirit is replacing it like a millionfold. And that's how you collapse time. That's how you quantum leap, because you decided to get out of your mind and get into your heart, essentially. Okay, what goddess energy is here to support the viewer? Okay. Receptivity, Hathor. I believe she is Sekhmet's sister, or like another version of her. Don't quote me on that, guys. And then Sarasvati, I don't know how to pronounce this, but the arts. Okay, express yourself through creative activities. And then receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. I will read these from the book to get you extra info on these, but let me just take this in and see what's going on. Okay, the lotus right here. See the lotus? See how she's on the earth and she's got like 1 foot in the water? It reminds me of the star card in the tarot, where she's like on the earth, but then in the water. It's like being in the world, but not of the world. So you have really tapped into your higher aspects. You took a leap of faith to wish upon a star, essentially, and decide that you're worthy of more. This, to me, this card is always following your joy, following your creativity, lightness of being. But let's talk about the lotus really quickly. I love the lotus. I'm deeply connected to the lotus. That energy. The lotus grows through mud. Literally. It grows under the water. It goes through a lot of shit before it comes up and blooms. And when it does, it's just here, right? So again, like I said, some of you have been in this period of darkness, really being like, I don't see a way out. It looks like nothing's happening, and you're about to bloom, okay? Especially for women tuning in, what can you do that, like sacral chakra energy, womb energy, what can you do that's creative? How can you tap into more joy? How can you tap into more pleasure? And really get back to that innocent state. Like, so maybe for some of you, how did you love to express yourself when you were a child? Was it dancing? Was it being out in nature? Do you like creative, like crafts, or do you enjoy preparing a meal? Or, what can you do that will really get you in that beautiful flow state? Because when you're in that flow state, you're in the receptive mode. And, if we're in our minds trying to figure out how, we literally get in our own way and block the miracle. It's done. So you can just relax and it is done, guys. It's done. So you can relax, you can go play and have fun and just let it in. That's what I'm getting, okay? Do you see how strong and certain and calm and balanced she is? It's like very Empress vibes where she just lets it come to her, because not even let it come to her, she let it flow. She lets it flow from within her. She's her own source. She knows she's the gold, right? All good things flow from within her, as within, so without. So really understanding that, cultivating, for some of you, maybe you're wanting more abundance and more prosperity in your life, like really allowing yourself to feel the feelings of that, allowing yourself to really play in the energy, like dip your toe into that energy. See, allow yourself to go there emotionally before it shows up in the physical, and you're just going to have this beautiful outpouring of whatever it is you've been embodying. All right, let me close and read you these just in case there's a few extra messages. Guys, this is a really beautiful reading. This was not at all what I was expecting. So this is beautiful. This tells me that you have been doing the work. And for those of you who are doubting, stop doubting. You're doing amazing and you are so supported, okay? And you're very safe. Okay, so we're going to read this one. I don't know how to pronounce her name, guys. Sorry about that. But the arts, it says, express yourself through creative activities. You are a limitless being. If it seems that you have time, money, or other restrictions, it's simply because your mind is focused upon the material world. Guys, this is gold. Okay, you can unlimit yourself by lifting the cloak of the material world from your focus. Music is essential for the expression of non-material ideas and energies. Music colors our surroundings with emanations from the highest vibrational fields. It allows us to escape all limitations in our thinking and very existence. Surround yourself with music and allow it to stimulate your own creative thinking and to spark new ideas. Flow with the music and give yourself permission to investigate and experiment with putting your creative ideas into action. Enjoy being limitless. And some various meanings of this card are play music, sing, dance, draw, paint, write, or do something creative. Study or change to a career that gives you creative freedom, emotional freedom, guys, too. Take a creative class, invest in an artistic hobby, keep a journal of your creative ideas, join a writing club or other creative support system. Okay, what's really standing out to me here as I'm reading the description is about music. So for some of you, you may want to listen to... I know for me, Spirit really speaks to me through music, through songs. So I just make sure that I'm listening to high vibrational music that has lyrics that I would actually want imprinted in my subconscious, very conscious, elevated music. Also music that just makes me feel really good. The other thing is also maybe just music that has no lyrics and music that really evokes strong feeling in you. And you can use this to manifest. So you can, this is something I teach my clients, you can really get into your creator seat by just sitting or lying down, putting on music that really evokes strong emotion for you, and really just go within and start creating from there. Start daydreaming of like your most beautiful, perfect life. And you don't need to get hung up on the details. You can use details and being specific when it helps you really envision like an landing in the end state, right? Like a living in the end state if you're like a specific outcome. But you can also be very free flowing with this and just imagine like all the beautiful things you'd want to do or like how it feels, right? You can tap into the feeling. The key is the feeling. Even if you're like creating a specific picture or scenario in your mind, the key to manifesting it is feeling it. You start to emanate that vibration. You start to align with that frequency, and that's what allows it to flow out. That's what I mean. Like you push it out. It flows out from within you. You create your blessings. You are the miracle. So the feeling is the state, okay? And also when you are in a beautiful meditative state like that, and you are in your heart space creating pleasure from within, you are not restricted by the mind, right? So there's a message here to continue to detach from the material world. We talked about detaching from time and like being really attached to outcomes or like how it's going to happen or needing to know the details or the time frame. Like, detach from that, get into your own inner world, dive in, because that's where the magic is, my loves. Okay, let me close out with reading receptivity here for you. Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. And it says, you have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need, yet this must be balanced with receptivity or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, and it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or if you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy. Your receptivity is as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. Receptivity allows you to better hear the voices of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give to others. Begin by noticing the hundreds of gifts you receive each day, whether it's seeing beauty in nature, witnessing a touching human moment, or being hugged by a loved one. Simply say thank you for each gift and know that they are filling up your storehouse, keeping the divine flow going strong. Other meanings of the card: be still and listen, release guilt about receiving, ask for help, increase psychic awareness, know that you're in a learning cycle, healing is occurring, be more in your feminine energy. It also says child conception, pregnancy, or birth, including adoption or favorable custody arrangements, are issues in your life. Okay, so being in your feminine creative energy is what's going to help you if you are literally having fertility issues, healing your relationship with your femininity basically. But also what was coming through is pregnancy and birth. That can literally be like giving birth to new creative projects, new conditions, right? Like a new life. So it really was getting like new doors opening for like the life that totally makes your heart so happy. That's what was coming through. Okay, and guys, as I read this, this is a lot of the work I lead you through in my one course called Goddess Unleashed. So if you are feeling like you would like some extra support in really healing your feminine energy and getting more into the receptive mode and healing any guilt around receiving, any guilt around being seen too, like around just your femininity in general, you might want to check out that course. Okay, so again, everything's linked below. But guys, that's what I have for you. I want to thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me. Thank you. Just a big amount of love from my heart to yours. Big hug for those of you who are doing this work. I know it's can be difficult when you're going to somewhere where you haven't been before, so you don't know fully what it looks like, and it does take a lot of faith. But just know these beautiful blessings are coming in for you. You are safe, you are protected, you are led, you've been following your heart and your intuition, and you are right on track. I am just so excited and happy for you. So my friends, if this resonated with you, I would love to hear. I always love to hear your feedback down in the comments below. Let me know, what are you shifting? What are you going through? Let's have a nice conversation in the comments. This is a beautiful community. I love watching it grow. Of course, if you're not subscribed or following yet, I invite you, join us. I would love to have you here. Drop a heart, like the video. It helps circulate it. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye.